love me when you hear me on the radio.
What have you got yourself into now, Bill?
Well, I told this Rusty Limbaugh fella that how much I liked old-timey things, you know, and he said I sounded like a true conservative and he'd like to have me on his talk show.
I like old-timey things too, like grits and fiddles.
I told him, BJ, and he said you were welcome to come too.
Hoo-wee, on the radio, just like Hank.
Rusty Limbaugh? Isn't that a political talk show?
He didn't say.
I believe it is.
Don't make sense, Maybell. Who'd want to talk to BJ and me about politics?
That's what I'm afraid of.
And we're back. Right Makes Right on WANK AM Radio, Wank AM, where we do our own thing. Now, friends, we have a real treat today. Some hometown boys and real Americans. I mean Banjo Bill and BJ Redmond. These are the performers I think of when I hear America singing. Bowling Green Luminaries.
Well, thank you, Mr. Limbaugh. I reckon. What's a luminary?
I think it's when somebody's, you know...
You mean like your first wife, that big old hippie?
I don't like to talk about her.
I was just telling Mr. Limbaugh here how much we like old-timey things, you know, like grits and other victuals and music. And
Of course, it don't pay much.
yeah, well, we just like to make people smile.
Sometimes they even laugh at us.
Mr. Limbaugh,
Call me Rusty.
Mr. Rusty, I don't want to tell you your business, but somebody said this was a politics show.
Well, so it is.
Well, in that case, the music for us is all about patriotic service to the citizens of this great and noble nation of ours. Amen.
Yes, sir.
Citizen service is a repudiation of the principles on which this country is based. We are all here for ourselves.
That don't sound very Christian.
What's a rebooty?
I think he means a reputation, BJ.
Oh, you mean like with the ladies?
I got one of those.
Well, if you say so.
Becky Waldrop said I shouldn't treat her like an object. Not that she ain't got a couple of fine ones herself.
I heard that. But how come not?
She says she's a feminist.
Feminism was established to allow unattractive women to access mainstream society.
You don't know Becky.
She says I can't harass her.
Do what, her?
Well, sexual harassment at this workstation will not be reported. However, it will be graded.
Grades make me uncomfortable.
BJ, Mr. Rusty, he didn't do too good in school. Of course, with the ladies, that's different. The other night, him and this couple of cute little...
Shh! Lucille might be listening.
Well, I'm a free man, BJ, and I can share with Mr. Rusty's listeners that my favorite repudiation was Sue Ellen Potts. Back in '76, we used to declare our independence out in old Tommy Roswell's old hunting shack.
Yeah, Tommy Shack. Out underneath all those tall trees. Whatever happened to that old place?
Well, you remember BJ, he sold it to them people making a subdivision and new traditions or dirt wood or something like that. There ain't so many trees there now.
I hate that.
Well, the most beautiful thing about a tree is what you can do with it after you cut it down.
Well, I don't know.
We have more trees in this country today than when the Declaration of Independence was written.
Mr. Rusty, weren't them old-timey trees a lot bigger around? Like I was out in Oregon and talk about pretty woods.
There are more acres of forest land in America today than Columbus discovered the continent in 1492.
Mr. Limbaugh, sir, that's different from the movie we saw. Columbus, he landed on this little bitty island, palm trees, and the natives was real sweet. Bought them pineapples.
And them Hollywood gals didn't wear a whole lot either.
Well, Hollywood, the only difference between Los Angeles and yogurt is yogurt has less fruit.
Dressed up as Indian princesses, I guess.
Yogurt's too much like buttermilk.
I hear them things had a hard time after that. They got killed off by pilgrims and conquistadoros and cowboys. And, well, no offense.
I didn't do it.
We like to watch the Learning Channel, Mr. Rusto. It beats the news.
You don't watch the news?
I tried one time, but it don't make sense. They got a different story every day.
That's
like
right.
my first wife.
You don't like to talk about her.
Columbus saved the Indians from themselves.
Oh, Mr. Rusty, that ain't what I heard on the TV. They said the whites killed off near about all the Indians. Lucky thing they missed my great-grandmama down in Tennessee, or I couldn't be here on your show.
Oh, that would be tragic. But face it, they were Stone Age savages.
Don't go talking about Bill's mama.
Well, they all have casinos. What's to complain about?
Your family has a casino?
BJ, you gotta understand that Mr. Rusto here, he has trouble distinguishing true and false and real, and you know stuff like that. He's a little bit luminary. Oh, so all y'all come down to the wagon wheel this Tuesday. I mean, all you fine Americans of every race and creed and predilection.
We gotta go.
And the rest of y'all too. You'll hear some good old-timey music.
Conservative
We gotta
music.
go.
Power to the Union.
16
gotta
tons.
This land is your land. This land is my land.
Detroit City.
Big boss man.
Can't you hear me when I call?
You can call me Banjo Bill.
Banjo Bill.
You can call me Banjo Bill.
Banjo Bill.
I love the rattle and clang of a banjo head, and I guess I always will. So you can call me Banjo Bill.
Banjo Bill!